Men.
Today on your Loose Women Live.
We just say we loved Blanche. Lots of memories there, and for the first time ever, fans are going to get to hear what goes on behind the scenes as Corrie takes to the stage. Here to tell us more, please welcome Jane Danson. Thank you.
Listening to that voice.
What do you mean?
Oh, hearing your, 18-year-old voice. Is it, who is that person?
God, and is that when you two first met?
Yeah, I think I'd been in a couple of months that night, and then the Battersbys arrived.
It was a lovely time, actually,
Oh, my
wasn't
God,
it?
the good old days.
It was
Just seeing
so
them
exciting.
with Kevin Kennedy, and we're still all mates, aren't we,
Yeah,
after all
we
this
really
time?
are.
Yeah.
We see each other quite a lot.
do.
And we all live quite close by. So, yeah,
So what was Denise like in those days then?
she was great. She was lovely because actually I kind of knew Denise a tiny bit because I'd worked with Tim previously.
On the
Denise's,
Grand?
yeah, ex-husband. And so I'd watched her career, I'd seen her in other things. And it was quite daunting initially because you've seen people that you've watched and you're in awe of. And then we met and we just hit it off, and
We hit
been
it
mates
off.
ever since.
And we used to have so many scenes behind that bar. And you do spend a lot of time behind the bar.
Do you actually
when
pull a
you're
pint?
Were you in the Rovers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was like working in a real bar because
Yeah.
people used to smoke. And sometimes Denise and I'd be there for 12 hours a day.
Oh,
it was like doing a real
passive
shift.
smoking. We used to invent subplots with Roy Barraclough, who was Alec Gilroy.
Yeah, we
so we
did.
used to have our own little subplots
We were a bit
behind
naughty,
because we
weren't
were
we?
a bit naughty. Yeah, one of them ended up on camera, but never mind. That's another story.
Yeah. I think that's in your book.
So what are we going to see in this show then, Jane?
Well, I think so. We're going on tour, several cast members, different cast members each evening across a week or two in September. And I think it's going to be a bit like Loose Women, to be honest. We've got Sharon Marshall, who's going to be hosting the evening, and we're just going to do a trip down memory lane, talk about all the backstage gossip. all
So
the
she'll be
stories.
interviewing you all.
I think so, yeah. And I'm not sure whether we'll be showing clips or not.
Yeah.
I think there'll be an opportunity for the audience to ask questions.
God, that would be
You know,
great.
talk
Oh,
to their
they'll love
favourite
it.
characters. So, yeah, I'm really excited.
I mean,
You're worrying whether you can remember all of it, because we sometimes see clips on here, don't we? But
Yeah.
was I there?
I'm
I
It's
think
really hard.
sometimes, seeing the really original ones, I remember them so vividly,
Yeah.
like they were yesterday. But some of them in between, I'm like, I have zero memory of them
I
scenes.
remember marrying that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to drink in those days as well, so there's a lot.
But speaking of marrying people, didn't you, because I think it's very encouraging, didn't you manifest marrying your husband?
What does that mean?
And is that not, sort of gentle, acceptable stalking in this day and age?
Kind of. I've got to be careful here because I'm a little bit younger than him. So when I was at school, I had a sticker of him on my pencil case, and a poster of him, and he was in Brookside at the time, another soap, which is no longer around, but he was very big in the soap at the time. And, I liked him a lot. And then some years later, when I was a little bit older, he was at the soap awards.
I was
with
there,
Denise was.
I think I was there.
Yeah, it was the very first one.
Go on, Jane.
The night you met, you were there?
26 years ago.
Oh,
So
that's
it was,
amazing.
Denise played a big part in that, actually.
And then he went on to play my boyfriend for a year in Hollyoaks.
Oh, this is so incestuous. So incestuous.
Wow. And then you've now got an 18-year-old
Yeah, and a 16-year-old.
And a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Right, OK. And either of them going to follow in your footsteps?
I'm not sure. My eldest is studying media.
So, horses, have a great afternoon. See you then. Bye-bye.